Oh yeah, I took the perfect fucking picture to do the Instagram post today for this.
Probably posted it earlier.
Right? A little bit late on that.
I share everything early and then I share it later in the day too.
That's how you get a reputation.
He shares it all at some point.
Coco, where is your Instagram, John? Did you disable it again?
What?
Your Instagram?
It should be Iron Business.
Mine?
There it is.
I was like, no.
I wasn't able to find Brian's Twitter earlier.
No idea.
I don't remember if he changed the name on it or something.
I don't know. So what's going on, all? Welcome to Discount Gaming. I'm one of your hosts, Iron Business 01.
Hi, Collie.
Cagbash.
Mr. Blue No Jammy.
And Baby Ring.
Yeah.
Hey, Titan.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get a bigger introduction than he had.
Right?
Hey, Tiny.
You might as well take him up to the camera.
Try not tripping.
I mean, people need to meet our new co-host.
Yeah, but what are we gonna call him on the show?
Rin.
Yeah.
It's like the easiest way I can.
He's the face of the business now.
My camera here.
Yeah, so it's right here. There he is, guys.
The little baby Ren.
Finally home.
What, 32 weeks in the making?
He is now.
Yeah, he's 30. He'll be 32 weeks.
No, you had him at 32 weeks,
yeah,
right?
he was born at 32 weeks. He's now fixing to be close to 38 or 37, one of the two.
5 or 6 weeks in the hospital then?
He was in there 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was
So-
it already 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well,
months,
let's see. The 24th, he was a month. So today's. So he's. I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
4.5
she's trying to math.
4.5 weeks he was in there.
I'm trying.
Trying.
Alright, so something I want to send through the group chat real quick. Because John should save it and totally slide it across the screen somehow, some way.
Shit. I feel as though I.
This is from an actual episode, I sent it to you too, of Dragon Ball Super. And it should be coming through any second now. And I forgot this episode existed.
Oh wow, yeah. Vegeta with a pacifier.
Mm-hmm. I screenshot it earlier. I was like, oh, I forgot this episode existed.
Nice.
I'm okay, I thought one guy from that cartoon with a pacifier.
So I was just browsing earlier,
He found one.
and
Looking for that right video.
no,
Oh.
no, like just wondering, like what's trending and stuff like that. People are still like having mental breaks over TikTok being banned.
Oh.
Like there's entire compilations on YouTube of people crying and like breaking down. It's like,
There's gonna be another one in like 2 weeks, guys.
yeah,
Calm down.
it just wait.
See, this is what I said. We need to get on this app development. We need to develop an app.
It's all fun and games.
Right?
It's like riding a roller coaster. It's all fun and games until you throw up all over the people behind you.
But we could easily. Well, I don't know coding enough to develop an app, but
I mean, I do,
ideas.
but-
I have ideas for apps.
I do, but I just don't have enough time.
What was simple?
Yeah. But I have off tomorrow. Last minute, but woo woo.
I don't think I've heard that in
Man.
a long time.
Last minute day off though is a lot better than last minute coming into work.
Yeah.
Like you're probably gonna have to do Thursday.
Not probably.
You're probably gonna show up at your 5 o'clock to do your shift change, and they're gonna.
I told him, like, so what are we gonna
everything's
do
on
about this
fire.
situation, considering this fool said, like, straight out, yeah, I didn't show up because, you know, I knew it was gonna be busy. So their response was like, well, we're not gonna schedule him in the front anymore. I was like, yeah, that's one way.
What?
Or you could just totally kick them right out the goddamn door, like a sane boss would do. I don't care how short-staffed I am. I don't keep people just because you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather not have you than schedule you and you decide not to show up and then leave me short-handed anyway.
And not only that, but I mean, it's a messed up feeling for the rest of the employees that do show up for their shifts.
Well, yeah, like especially when you get that new employee and they see that firsthand, then that's telling them, okay, well, I can do whatever the fuck I want to.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not gonna get fired.
They need me too much. I hated people like that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm irreplaceable. No, bitch, you're not.
When I
I'm irreplaceable.
when I ran the Domino's in Corsicana, when I was hiring all these people, because like I took over that store and there was like 3 total people there, and I hired like 30 people all at one time, and only 2 of them stayed more than a week because I fired the others.
Jesus.
That's how it goes.
I gave everyone a week to get the bearings, get their shit down. And if you couldn't
remember your name,
if you couldn't pick up a good chunk of like answering the phones or catching the oven within a week, you had no place in my store. Like, doing the oven is not hard.
Yeah. That's how he is. Like, he won't even learn their names until he's there for, what, like a month?
yeah, so they get their first check at least, which is 3 weeks.
And but I had these 3 kids that I hired, and I knew hiring high schoolers is not the greatest idea on the planet, but.
What? I thought that was the best idea ever.
No.
As he looks at the camera, like, mm-hmm.
So, 50-year-old women in the back picking up 50-pound cases of potatoes, though, right? That's a good idea still, yeah?
No. But yeah, I hired these 2 friends from high school, and one of them was a really, really good worker, and the other one was lazy. And kept calling in and would show up late and not call to show up late. So I slipped, 2, maybe 3 times because I needed the help on the weekends. And he was actually always there for the weekend, but he was never there during the week when he was scheduled. So finally I was like, look, if you're so much as 1 minute late for the next 3 weeks, I'm terminating you. Plain simple to the point. And I said, and if I terminate you, you lose $50 out of your paycheck for the background check. You haven't been here for 90 days.
Yeah.
I was like, so you'll lose most of your check. And he just quit showing up, and then his friend quit showing up because that was his ride.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
Right.
So I learned don't hire people that are, like, I hired friends. Like, if they were friends with each other, sure. Because a lot of people would recommend them come over here, work, whatever, but I would make sure they had their own ride to work. You don't have to rely on your friend to bring you to work.
Yeah, because once that friend's mad, that's it.
So, it was a lot of rebuilding, but yeah, we had this one driver who quit showing up, and he would just show up whenever he wanted to, and then, I didn't find out that he was doing that until like 2 weeks after he started doing it, because my closing manager never said anything about it. And when he finally did that, I had come in to cover for my closing manager because he was sick and he didn't know I was there. And when he didn't show up until like an hour before the end of the night, he was the closing driver and he showed up 1 hour before we closed.
He'd be like, hey, what you doing there, bud?
And he came in, I never called him, I didn't text him, nothing. He came in, he's like, oh. I was like, yeah. Just go home. I've already covered your shift. It's alright. I've already figured it out. Don't worry about it. Go home. Leave your uniform on my desk. I was like, apparently this has been a last 2-month thing with you. And the closing manager just never said anything because you came in to close.
Oh,
That's
fuck
crazy.
that.
Fuck that. I know. I'm like, why
Fuck
was
all
he
of that.
covering for him?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, and you would think that being short a driver, your numbers would show it. But his numbers never showed it. So I didn't know because his numbers never showed. I never paid attention to the clock in, clock out times.
And as another driver, why would you cover for him? I
Yeah.
guess tips. They're taking every delivery, though.
Well, the way that the Domino's schedule works is for every $500 in sales you do, you have to have 2 drivers. So what you do is you always schedule 2 extra drivers every night.
Mm.
And so when he would call in, we always had 2 extra drivers there anyway. Because you can, the way that I see it is you can send people home.
Mm-hmm.
Getting them to come to work is the hard part.
Yeah.
If you need the help.
Yeah.
So schedule everybody, send them home as needed.
See, and I can understand like being sent home would get annoying, but I think that encourages you to be the guy that doesn't get sent home.
Oh yeah, come in and
Because
fucking
if I
bust
have
her
a
ass.
choice between this guy or this guy, it's like, oh yeah, no, I'll keep him. You go home.
Well,
Mhm.
and I think we had this conversation before with one of the hardest workers I had in that store. He had been. They wanted me to fire him because his background check, he had a drug charge on there for when he was 17 years old. It was a federal. It went on his federal record.
Yeah.
It was possession of like 2 pounds of cocaine or some shit like that,
Damn.
with intent to distribute.
Well, yeah, that's given the
A
amount.
bit much,
It's hard to persuade them to say it's all for personal use.
right?
Sir,
But-
you'd be dead.
But they wanted me to fire him. He was 24 when I hired him. So 7 years later, he had a wife, a kid, his own house, a car. Like, he's one of those that went to jail, did his time, turned his whole life around from it. And he was the hardest worker I have pretty much ever met at Domino's. I'd text him, hey, I'm getting my butt kicked, can you come in? He'd be there in 10 minutes. Scheduled or not, whether he just went home or not, whether he closed the night before, he'd show up for opening if I needed the help. He was
Nice.
there every time. And they tried to get me to fire him.
That's crazy, and that's how it works. Like, I did my time. I was rehabilitated the way you guys wanted it to be, but I can't even get a job at Domino's.
Yeah.
And, dude, I went to bat. Like, I was all over the owner of the franchise. I would not fire him. I went all the way to Cleburne from Corsicana, which is like a 2.5-hour drive, and that's where the headquarters was for our franchise.
What up, Odie?
What up, Odie?
Yeah, I know that we start late. We're working on that.
We're trying, dude. We introduced the newest cast member, and I know, you know what? I'll grab one real quick.
Okay. So you haven't played any games? Even
Just
you?
Spellbreak.
Yeah, just probably.
Yeah.
I was looking at you like, boy, I haven't come out of my room more than to grab food and drink or take kid to
Yeah.
the doctor.
Well, no,
Oh,
you
we
did.
started playing Resident Evil. What? That was only like a week ago now.
Well, that was right before he came home.
Yeah, like almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No, I haven't that long because I didn't have the kids last week. Because I was alone that night. I didn't have.
That's
anybody.
true. Yeah,
It was like last weekend.
yeah.
So,
Introducing him still.
Odie, it's his new member. I don't know if you can see that very well. I can't see it.
It's all flaring up the camera.
This is Mini Me. And he's already into Dragon Ball.
So, apparently there's a website called What's Trending.
Oh yeah, you were talking about
Yeah.
that.
So one of the first articles, actually, it's the second article on here.
uh,
Former pastor finds queerness, divorces husband, and starts an OnlyFans account.
Oh, wow.
wow. That is yeah. That
Yeah.
sheep strayed a little bit far from the flock.
Yeah.
Odie's like, I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
we were gonna keep it a surprise, but you know.
Yeah, he can't do that.
There was no way.
Odie says that he's happy for you.
Thank you.
And
sir.
then apparently, somebody put together a fucking who did that? Who did that song WAP?
Cardi B.
Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj, right?
No,
Cardi B.
Was it?
and,
Okay.
Megan
Somebody
Thee
did-
Stallion.
Meg the Stallion.
whatever.
Man, they're all the same.
Somebody
I
did a
can't tell
music
the
video
difference
for it
between any of
using
them.
all Disney princesses.
Oh,
Oh,
good
nice.
God.
That's not.
It's bad, and I was like, okay, this song, I'm sure it's bad.
Oh, yeah.
It can't be that bad. I think I might have made it through like 30 seconds of it, and I was like, oh, this, no.
I saw,
No.
I don't think I've actually heard this song either. But I saw a meme that it was like, it took 6 people to write this song, and 1 person to write Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Or
One of them
prick.
will live on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even only took one person to write Rap God.
The other one's gonna have to stay home every flare up.
Just saying. Only took one person to write Rap God, too. And that song is
amazing.
If you turn it on, most people know it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or like this one. Woman who refuses to wear a mask, resists arrest, and gets tased.
Oh, outside of the middle school football game?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I saw that one.
It was kind of hard to tell what side of the fence the girl that was recording it was on.
Is it the one? Oh yeah, it's that blonde chick, right?
I didn't watch or look at any of this.
Well, there was a video that I seen on Facebook. This mom, she drove 2.5 hours to a football game to watch her son, and she didn't wear a mask.
It's probably the same because it was on Facebook also.
Yeah, that one. But I watched the video and like I made a post about it. I was like, well, if they're making the mask situation such a big deal, they should have fucking told her at the front gate,
Yeah.
hey, you can't come in without wearing a mask, so therefore it's their
But
fault.
to be fair, we
that-
know Karens.
No, but then also though, if it's a middle school football game, there was probably some like 14-year-old girl out there in the front selling tickets, and not even selling tickets because.
Well,
Oh,
even
and I'm sure there's somebody out there selling masks.
Well, selling masks, yeah.
I'm
but
saying like
she's gonna walk by anybody that says anything to her.
yeah, and that's what I was gonna bring up is like if it's a Karen, which most women like this are Karens, that you think a 14 or 15-year-old student volunteer at the front gate is gonna deal
Oh
with it?
yeah.
Fuck no, they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this today.
They're gonna be like, oh man, there's what's his name's mom.
Yeah.
Over here.
Or like this one. Yet another fight in Waffle House goes viral.
Waffle House?
They're famous for their fights.
Yep.
Man, bunch of sticky situations there.
Let's see.
Quite the squares going on.
Bunch of people waffling.
Oh, apparently, there's a new challenge going around.
Oh,
Sticking the
God.
thing up your anus? Was it a potato? Have you seen that? Doctors are having
Oh,
to
yeah.
warn
That's a
teenagers
new
not to
challenge,
stick potatoes up their anus because of some fucking viral challenge.
Yeah, there's a challenge of who can stick the biggest potato up their ass.
He's
Mhm.
over here laughing
And
about it all.
people are letting the potatoes grow, like to where it gets like the stems coming out of it.
Why?
And sticking it up there like that.
Why?
The same reason they're eating Tide Pods to give us more parking spots.
Yet they want to try to tell us we're doing something wrong with our lives. Don't worry, this is the same generation in 10 years from now that's running our country. Don't worry,
But you gotta think,
we'll be perfectly
he's gonna be
fine.
a part of it.
Oh my
He's
See
a
the
whole-
difference, little man?
You do understand he's a whole new generation now, right? 2020 started the new gen.
Well, I think that's just how it works.
I think it's every 20 years it's a new generation.
Oh right.
Is there definitely like a year like per
But-
generation? I thought it was just kind of like.
I don't.
But I have
fucking know.
new. There was a story.
Oh,
I
because
read-
like if put like my parents and me and my like my kids into like the same picture, that's 3 generations. But
yeah,
I think we're all really 20 years apart.
that's true too. But there was a story in Kerrville about this lady who was breastfeeding in the HEB while she was there, and apparently she caught so much flack because all she did is her baby was crying, so she pulled him out of the shopping cart, lifted her shirt, put him on her boob, put her shirt down.
Mm-hmm.
She was wearing a mask. Baby had one of those like sleeve covers,
Mm-hmm.
and the baby was only a month and a half old. And so she had a sleeve cover over him for a mask. And so she lifts her shirt and starts breastfeeding him. And this guy that was recording it and called the police about it for indecent exposure was arrested because he wasn't wearing a mask in the HEB.
Oh my God.
That's good.
And
you had me on the first half.
And technically, Texas
Yeah, it's
bypassed. Yeah, they legalized the breastfeeding in public.
Without cover. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he called the cops on her for indecent exposure because apparently he was not offending anyone here, but he was of the rainbow colors.
my ex was.
And he said it
my
was
ex,
disgusting and gross.
My ex breastfed and like we would be out in public and stuff and shit, no problem doing it. And we were like at doctor's office and stuff, and she would see other girls like, and she'd go up to him and she'd be like, "Fucking ain't anybody that like is gonna say anything, you know? Like feed your
Yeah,
kid.
no shit.
Like don't be ashamed of anything. Just
It's like if we're out in public
like
and
if
my
you
kid
feel
is
the need to throw a
screaming,
blanket over yourself, go for it. But nobody can stop you from.
Well, the good thing about it is his grandmother had bought a cover that goes around my chest. So it's like a sleeve that he sleeps in it, but if he's hungry, I just have to pull my shirt down and nobody's gonna see him eat.
They even have shirts for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's shirts with that whole bunch of extra fabric and you just unhook a thing there.
She's got the bra that all she has to do is pop the clip and it drops down.
Yeah.
But even then, like, if you're gonna be that type of person that judges someone for breastfeeding their child, when you go out to eat, I want you to put a blanket over your face while you're eating.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. All of it, like, tits are nice. I love playing with them. But I know the real purpose is to feed the children that the mom produces. That is what they're there for.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag, hashtag feed the children.
Yeah.
But anywho, before
it gets weirder,
this spiraled far outwards, the challenge that is going viral right now is the Benadryl challenge.
Oh yeah.
What? How many Benadryl kids?
How many
Yeah,
Benadryl kids can take before they pass
how many
out?
Benadryl you can take and how long can you stay up?
It's to start hallucinating. I even to fall asleep before you start hallucinating.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
I mean, kids are
You know what?
dumb, but if they want to do that, just drink like NyQuil or something.
I'm at the point.
Let's not give them chips.
Take all warning labels. That's it. Just get rid of all warning labels. Just
So
throw them away.
I pulled up some of the dumbest challenges going on right now. The first one leaves, huh?
Tripod?
Nope. The outlet challenge.
Oh God.
They're
I
still
remember
doing
that.
shit now.
So apparently, the goal of this one is to plug something halfway in and then to drop a penny on the exposed prongs.
That's a way to set your house on fire, kids.
Or blow yourself up.
The ice cream
Fucking
challenge.
God forbid an apartment building. 'Cause,
Right?
Yeah, man, that's like you're just chilling in your living room. Your neighbor's kid's a fucking idiot.
And
Right.
You see a hole pop up in your wall of
Or,
fire and just start
or even
buzzing
under
up.
you, be like, fuck, it's hot in
Or
here.
be asleep. Shit.
Yeah. The ice cream tin roof challenge. I will say this now.
Now you want
If I'm at the store and I see somebody licking a thing of ice cream and putting it back,
oh,
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of somebody.
that started all with Bluebell.
Yeah.
Bluebell ice cream. They closed down for like 3 months before they could reopen again, and like I don't know if they started putting stuff on top, but they were the ones that didn't put anything. Like
They're
they were
still not.
blasted.
Mhm.
They're still not. No. They don't believe in it. And they said, why do we have to do that for idiots?
Yeah, I mean,
We're not catering to the idiots. And that girl that started the challenge,
She did time, no?
she did time, and Bluebell sued her for $5.9 million.
I think she did what 2.5.
She's doing 2.5 years.
It was right around the time then, like, there was like 2 kids that went and licked like all the
Yeah.
produce or some
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like I'm sure it's on here, but and I was thinking about this last night. Before coronavirus got really, really big and like out of control, there was a challenge, and I don't remember where I saw it. But basically, it was like
Eat the bat challenge.
no, basically like it was like this high school girl or something, some little blonde girl, and the challenge was to lick a toilet seat.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was the toilet seat challenge, and then there was the toilet bowl challenge.
Where you licked in underneath
No.
the rim of the bowl.
Not only that, the toilet.
because it
Basically,
because
it's
it was on a
inside
plane.
The toilet challenge
I saw
was
the
they
one on the
put
plane.
Yeah.
ramen inside the toilet water, and then they ate the ramen out of the toilet. That was the toilet bowl challenge. And then the toilet challenge.
Why?
Because these kids are idiots.
I'm pretty sure you
What
could do a
about those-
challenge at the end of anything and get people to do it.
There was the Listerine challenge too, where you'd go to the store and open a bottle of mouthwash, swig it, and then spit it back in there and seal the
Oh,
container back.
fuck no.
Dude, man,
See, and this is why I don't buy shit that doesn't have a fucking film
Yeah,
over it.
it has to have that plastic go around the lid. Or like with the one that I use, the Crest Medical,
hmm
in order to pop the lid off, you have to squeeze the sides, and when you do it, it cracks the
Yeah.
thing. And if that's already
Yeah.
cracked, I'm grabbing the next one.
and
Taking
these
that
people
one
are
out.
fucking idiots, and then like they're smart enough to go and like still manage the way to do this so we don't like notice it. Like,
Yeah.
And these are the
like
same.
injecting shit into like bottles.
These are the same kids yelling at everyone that they need to wear their mask in public.
Yeah.
I
like
think
this
we're
one.
Those kids that yell that.
The shell
I
on
think so, but I
challenge.
wasn't gonna have
The
it
what?
with that.
The shell on challenge.
the shell on?
Yes, apparently the point of this challenge is to go through and eat food without unwrapping it. So kids are eating like
Cellophane and shit.
I can understand
Yeah.
that being a bad thing.
Or
the only
like-
thing I do that with sometimes is Reese's, and it's because I honestly just won't be paying attention. I'll eat the fucking wrap.
Well,
I
no-
have a bad habit of doing that with Starburst candy.
just like throw them
no,
away.
no,
I'm
but
surprised at how many people eat rubbers in here just on the
Right?
Okay.
no, like this even goes as far as like eating like banana peels or stuff like that.
Well, that's
How do you
gonna
get
make
through
more
that?
sense, but how do you get through it?
Now,
Yeah.
actually,
That
banana peels.
They're
I can
toxic.
understand-
They're-
like, yeah, I
yeah,
can
they're
understand
toxic.
if
They're
they're
toxic for us, no?
Yeah.
No.
But a lot of people do it. Like a lot of people who have been doing it are like vegans because they say it's healthy with all the fiber.
Yeah, okay.
But no, like when I eat a Starburst, like I'll peel the wrapper off, but I have a bad habit of like leaving like a corner piece or a bottom piece, and I don't see it, and then I'll just put it in my mouth and
Do you
then I'll
spit
be
it out though? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
like
that's secret.
once I taste it, I'll be like ew no, and then I'll
Little
throw
known
it.
fact though, the Reese's wrappers, like on the cups, once they hit moisture, they start dissolving. Like that's how they're made.
I mean,
so
so it's like notebook paper, but
well, yeah. But like there'll be times where I'm just eating a Reese's peanut butter cup and I'll totally just forget to peel the fucking wrapper off. I'll just throw it in my mouth and start chewing it, and then it just starts dissolving. I'm like, you know what?
Or like this one, the 48-hour challenge. It challenges teens as young as 14 to go missing for 2 days
oh yeah, I heard about that.
and
That's
sever all
fucking
contact with
nuts.
friends and family. Additionally, the kids may gain.
And we're definitely
extra
not condoning
points.
any of this shit, so don't fucking
No,
actually
fuck
try this
no.
at home.
Yeah, please don't. I don't condone any of this.
Yeah,
If
and
my
if
kid
any-
tried the 48
Yeah, if any of my
challenge,
kids
If
try
you're
any
trying
of
to wake
these,
up after 48 hours.
if any of these
I'll be
kids try
whooping
any of
ass
this,
once they come
I'm
home.
gonna fuck you up.
Oh, hey, get a Gatorade bottle out, sweatband on.
Ray,
all
we're
right.
looking at
Hey.
you. This isn't ideas for
John,
you.
Ray, I'm about to tag you in. You're like that line in Airplane. Don't worry, I got this. He's there, he starts shaking her and smacks her. Oh, I got it.
Let's see. The hot water challenge.
I don't think-
Drink boiling water, I think, is the challenge.
Drink and or pour boiling water.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you end up like
Oh
my
no.
dad.
No, I'm sorry. You either have to drink boiling water out of a straw or pour boiling water on an unsuspecting friend.
Oh, I would take that pan and beat the shit out of you with it.
Oh yeah.
No, but that's how you end up like my dad. My dad has 3rd-degree burn marks all over his chest and bad scar tissue because his friend poured boiling hot water on him when he was
Oh,
younger.
I feel like terrorists come up with these challenges.
Oh no. This is all. This
This
is
is
all us.
all the
Odie's brother,
kids'
though.
generation in today's
Really?
Well,
society.
somebody didn't throw it on him, but he accidentally ended up burning himself pretty bad.
Well,
I don't
Damn.
know if you
do you
want
guys
to tell the story.
remember? Do you guys remember the challenge of like the quarters? Like all you did was take a quarter and shoot at each other's knuckles until one of you
Well, see,
cried.
that wasn't a challenge. That was a game.
What?
we,
What,
Where you
Bloody
would
Knuckles?
take the quarter and shoot it at
See,
each
how
Oh.
did
other's
you play
knuckles.
Bloody Knuckles?
Huh?
How did you play Bloody Knuckles? Like that with the coin?
No.
When you wrap each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That,
we played that.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Mercy.
See, but everybody knew, like, one of you is going to be a bitch. 'cause
Oh,
it
yeah.
hurts
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad when you do it.
Yeah.
Not, oh, go pour this on your unsuspecting friend.
Yeah.
See, I think back then what was considered the worst challenge that I remember
That was an enjoyable game.
I think he's
was
talking about the quarter one.
when you put your hand on the table and then the knife.
Oh.
Yeah. See, no.
I didn't
That was
understand-
like back then that was considered the worst game
Well,
that you could have done.
It-
We did the
the
eraser.
one where you slap each other.
We did the eraser
Yeah.
challenge.
Ooh, I hated that.
Did,
Yeah.
like in the program when they lie down in the middle of the highway.
Mm-hmm.
People were doing that shit for a minute. So.
Yeah.
Or the ones that would take their car, go 40 miles an hour, open the door, and step out and start dancing next to it, and they get hit
Oh,
by a car and
yeah.
then sue the guy that hit it. And it's like, no.
Or how about this one? The condom snorting challenge.
Yes,
Oh, I've seen that.
I saw that
That's
one.
fucking stupid. I mean, that's like those guys that do the spaghetti thing.
And it now says on condom labels, by the way, do not snort or ingest.
Yeah.
The Tide Pod challenge. I knew that'd be on
Obviously.
here.
That one had people dropping like flies.
The
Well, yeah, 'cause it
deodorant
eats your
challenge.
insides,
They eat
man.
deodorant.
Yeah, that's because the aluminum in it.
Is that they consume a stick of deodorant? I don't know how you would do that because
See,
if you
and
ever
like the fun
accidentally do it on
challenges
your
are
hand-
like, like the drink a gallon of milk. Like in an
Yeah.
hour,
Or the
like
cinnamon
without
challenge.
throwing up. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're gonna tell you, hey,
yeah.
you're gonna throw up. No, I can do it. Like,
Yeah.
go for it then.
But
watch.
but there's no harm.
Right.
Like other than possibly throwing up, there's
And being
no
embarrassed,
harm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the salt on your hand and then you stick an ice cube
Yeah.
on it. Like
Yeah.
that
Did
was
that.
Yeah, the cinnamon challenge, like Bash said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That
okay,
would
the
suck.
cinnamon challenge was dangerous because
Yeah,
you
I
could
did get
suffocate,
dangerous.
but most of your friends knew to have water or milk
And
Yeah.
ready to
also,
go.
I mean, if they were doing it all with a tablespoon, it was fine. But it was when people started upping it, like
Yeah.
bigger spoon.
Yeah.
Or when they would open the top of the
Oh,
cinnamon
yeah, I
jar,
tried chug
chunk
it.
the whole
Yeah.
thing back.
Or like this one. Okay, so the deodorant challenge, previously called frosting, this
Mm-hmm.
dangerous trend is not that kind of frosting.
Oh, like for your hair?
No.
Highlights?
This dangerous trend is seeing the light of day again under the new name, the deodorant challenge. It requires the person to hold an aerosol deodorant can as close to their skin as possible and spray it for a prolonged period of time. Kids are getting first to second degree burns from the challenge, causing their skin to look spotty.
Because it basically freezes your skin.
The eraser challenge, okay.
So the
What was the
eraser,
eraser? Just rubbing
so
on your
it
skin
was,
into a
yeah,
burn?
Yeah.
you would do this, or actually the way we did it is you would put your hand down and the other person would put their hand down and you would each erase on the hand until
Mhm.
one of you screamed mercy.
Okay, now this one. Real food versus gummy food. I've seen this on YouTube channels, the kids watch some of this stuff. But this is one of those where people can definitely take it way too fucking far.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't
dog food versus real food, really?
You
I
can
don't
tell
condone-
the difference. That's
I'm
why
saying
it's
that's
food.
not like a fucking challenge. It's just people being dicks and then throwing challenge at the end to see some
You
guy
know,
that they pretend to like do it.
Yeah, that's why it was
The
called
banana
the
and
Frostbite
Sprite?
challenge, Jody.
Yeah, the banana and Sprite. You can't eat banana and Sprite either.
Why?
It's
This
like
challenge requires a person to eat 2 bananas, followed by a liter of Sprite
Yeah,
without
that's what it is.
puking. The food and drink combination does not mix well and most often will result in a mess. Oh,
Yeah, that's just one of those ones that makes you throw up. But it's something about the potassium. And
the cinnamon
fucking-
challenge,
Yeah.
the salt and ice, eat it or wear it challenge, chubby bunny challenge. Okay, that one's kind of funny.
John's like, yeah, that one. No.
The hell challenge. The hell challenge is an internet
Oh, wait,
fad.
no, go back to the bunny one.
The chubby
How
bunny
you
one.
just skip over the chubby bunny?
Okay, you've never played Chubby Bunny.
No.
Okay, the point is to shove as many marshmallows into your mouth as possible. That's the point of it.
The chubby bunny.
I've never done that. But
So what
it
is,
sounds adorable.
We,
though.
we need to buy marshmallows so we can do it on the show.
Sounds good.
Do
Eh,
the cinnamon
I think I'll
challenge.
win, man. My cheeks are. I got some cheeks on me, boy.
like when I think of that, I think of the only thing that comes to my mind is Mulan stuffing her face and her cheeks are like really full
Next
of
is
rice.
movie.
God.
Okay, so the hell
What's going on
challenge.
with that though? Because that live action caught so much shit.
It's
huh?
because
What?
they don't have Mushu in it. They
Well,
took out
that
Mushu.
and it was just terrible
It's
acting and
not
script
And there was
writing.
something about where it was filmed too.
Yeah, it was everything about the movie was just
Like where they filmed it, it was like kind of
Honestly-
who they were talking shit about in the movie.
Honestly, like, I didn't care for it.
I never saw the cartoon or the live action.
Oh, I love the
just heard
cartoon
a lot of
one.
people,
I love the
there was a
cartoon
big
one.
uproar when it came out.
Dude, we had to force our friend Hayden to sit down one day and watch that movie because we were
Mhm.
sitting in the living room and all three of us were playing video games. And he did something stupid in the game. I looked over at him and I was like, "Shame on you, shame on your family, shame on your cow." And he looked at me and he goes, "What?" I was like, "You don't know what that's from?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "It's Mulan." And he goes, "What is Mulan?" I was like, "A Disney movie?" And he goes, "I've never seen
I
any
think
Disney
the one that
movies."
upset me the most was him telling me that he's never seen The Lion King or any of the Land Before Times.
This from the girl that's seen like no movie ever. Am I right?
Yeah.
Isn't there an episode you haven't
Yes.
seen? What?
Yeah, well, that's where we talk about Brandon not seeing Dragon Ball too. So
Is it
you
right?
know, until now.
Oh, he says that that he does it, but he's never heard of the challenge. Talking about the Chubby Bunny one.
Oh, that's just because you're just naturally a chubby bunny.
There was the
It's actually tall. And
Rhino Challenge. Is that on there?
I don't know yet. This one, the Hell Challenge is number 18 of 18. Okay, so maybe on another list.
Here, you just look at it.
The Hell Challenge is an internet fad that has been gaining momentum in 2017. Little outdated. It involves kids filming their parents without their knowledge and asking them if hell is a curse word. The child will continue recording while asking casual questions peppered with the word hell, for example, what the hell is for dinner? It's a prank where kids who want to get a rise out of their parents. Hell no! Because if I had done that to my parents, I would have gotten fucking backhanded.
Yeah.
If I had done that to my parents, you'd see it on camera, me getting a bar of soap shoved down my throat.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was like, I don't think any of my kids would pull that bullshit.
But, okay, so the Rhino Challenge, and you guys might know it as the Knee Challenge.
Go and get a nose job.
No.
It's rhinoplasty.
It's where one of your friends runs up behind you, grabs you by the shoulders, and puts their knee right in the middle of your
Isn't that
tailbone.
a fucking, man, that's an illegal move in, like,
Yeah.
MMA and in football. But, yeah, go do it to your unsuspecting friend wearing an 80-pound backpack. Fucking
Right.
dicks.
And we did that through a lot of people did that through high school. I got numerous knees to the back, and one guy missed and put his knee right in the back of my leg. I was not walking for the rest
Not
of the
right at all,
day.
man.
Alright, so,
Sitting there
And
dragging
you end
my
up
leg.
like hurting your unexpecting friend, like unsuspecting.
so the most, I know what you meant.
The Falcon Challenge.
The most,
Either way, I think it worked.
the what?
The Falcon Challenge.
The fuck is
Falcon. Were you ever part of that challenge?
No.
Where you'd be walking down the hall and your friend would run by, Falcon, backhand, bitch slap your dick.
What?
Yeah. You'd be walking down the hallway and I'd have my backpack on, and like my friend Chris would just run by, Falcon, and backhand me right in the dick, and I'd just be like, ew.
See, that's a different kind of thing, because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, bitch, fucking, I'm gonna,
Yeah.
oh, wait,
Yeah.
you,
I think the worst one was right after I had the surgery because my dad dropped that weight on my crotch.
oh, well, that was,
And I was still walking like a penguin, like waddling, and he
Oh, that
runs by,
sucks.
and he goes, Falcon, and he went to smack me, and he hit me, and I just looked at him, and he stopped, and he goes, uh-oh. And I grabbed my science book, and I said, Falcon, smacked him right in the fucking dick, but with the fucking spine.
Oh.
Just fucking Falcon, and rose the fucking corner of it into his dick.
Ow.
And he hits the ground. I was like, huh. And I just kept walking away, and he goes, I forgot about your surgery. I'm sorry. As he's laying on the ground crying.
Yeah, I'm all like, I would accept it. I'd be
He's
like,
just
yeah,
like-
that was
Yeah.
my bad.
He's
Yeah.
just like rocking back and forth. He's like, I'm sorry.
Okay, but to us, that was harmless fun. Like, yes, it hurt, but it wasn't like traumatizing and possibly
wasn't
deadly.
killing people.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Alright,
that's not
so-
like my parents have to get involved in like
lawsuits
we have to-
and ambulance and
yeah, like depending on where you live, like oh, we had to go all the way to this other hospital.
Yeah.
they have a burn specialist there.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I don't know if any other schools have this challenge, but my senior year, we have a 3-story high school. Okay, and it was called the Rail Challenge. It was go to your next class by walking on the top rail of the school. Instead of walking on the floor, you would stand on the rail, and you'd have to balance yourself. And I couldn't tell you, we had 4, maybe 5 kids that would fall, like a week. And so instead of putting a rail up, they decided they were just going to build the rail all the way up to the ceiling at that point.
Jesus.
Or we had the elevator challenge that went on in our school. It was shut down the elevator because we had an elevator to go up to the 3rd floor.
that's
It
where
was-
you fart on the 2nd floor and just let it go. Right?
No, it was shut down the elevator and see how long you can keep them from accessing the elevator during school.
See, that's just
So,
fucking dumb.
Kids would get on the elevator and you get a group of them,
That's a fire hazard.
Yeah.
and they would take
Speaking
like
of a parent, I'm like,
They
that
would
is a
take,
fire
like,
hazard.
the house key. They would take their house key and they would shove it in where the fire thing is, and they would break the fire alarm off.
It's all fun and games, so that shit fucking opens up
See,
halfway
and then-
between floors.
Right?
And then they call your dad, and then your dad goes up there and then bitches all of them out because he has to fix the elevator.
No, my dad didn't have to worry about that. He did our cameras at the school.
Jesus. Alright, find another
One kid that
website.
decided he didn't like the camera. My dad like wanted to whoop his ass so bad, but instead he went to the parents and he handed them the $5,000 bill for one camera. He's like, "Here you go." He
No.
goes, "School said I have to bill you."
Find another website. This one it has the most dangerous and ridiculous internet challenges that people have actually attempted with photos.
With photos. Sweet.
I has pictures. So, condom snorting
I know
challenge,
what photos are thinking.
Condom sorting challenge.
the fire challenge,
He's like, pour some lighter
Apparently-
fluid on an unsuspecting friend.
no, you pour it on yourself.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
In the challenge, you are to pour flammable liquid on yourself and set it on fire, and then try to put the fire out.
Oh, wow.
At least you're doing it to yourself, though.
Yeah, but...
You know what?
But stuff sets on fire around you. I'm not even concerned about the guy setting himself on fire.
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
that guy for being an idiot.
Yeah.
But I'm all like, what is he sitting on? What's
Here-
around? Who's around?
Here's
Is
my
kid
thing.
there? Because...
Well, here's my thing. If my kid, and if I come around the corner and I see him covering himself in lighter fluid, I'm going to sit there. I'm going to watch what is about to happen with a fire extinguisher in my hand.
As he says that, this one's over here smiling.
Because, I'm sorry, like I said, I'm one of those parents, and we've had this discussion where I'll tell my kid no once, but then I let them do it. Like the finger in the electric socket. Peyton was super stubborn with the electric socket, so I finally just stood back and I was like, alright, we're gonna see how well this goes.
Bash is the one putting a little fucking post-it note fork cleaner.
So I'm gonna go do the dishes.
Right. Alright, so we have the hot water challenge, the salt and ice challenge,
Survival
the
of the fittest,
duct
man.
tape challenge.
It's like I know. It
What is
sounds
the
like
duct tape challenge?
it sounds like surviving high school is more of a fucking challenge.
Right? The
late
duct
middle
tape
school.
challenge.
Well, like we can't
involves
come
you-
up with a keep your GPA at 4.0 challenge. No,
Right?
guys, come on.
Keep your attendance at 99%
Yes.
challenge.
The duct tape challenge involves you trying to perform your best Houdini impersonation in the challenge. You are duct taped from head to toe on a chair, and you have to try to escape. Other than the fact that ripping the tape off will be painful, trying to break out will also lead to injuries through constant strain of muscles or falling over. I'm not gonna lie, that would be hilarious to watch.
But I mean, like, what's,
As long as you're
how do
removing
you
the nose and
convince
mouth.
somebody to do that? Like, here, I'm gonna ram you up totally in duct tape.
Okay,
I mean, as-
we're talking about a generation that did the Tide Pods, which is actually next on this list. So,
See,
And we all know the Tide Pod challenge because fucking Tide went all out on that one. They're like, look, stop eating the fucking laundry detergent. It is not candy.
we had to fucking make different packaging because of you dudes.
And then
But it's
Cascade.
not like it was little kids. It's not like it was 3-year-olds that were getting into the
Yeah,
Tide Pods.
it was
a
14, 15-year-olds.
They're still gonna get past the little push in and zip thing.
okay. The Taser Challenge.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh no, not like
Not the
this.
way I want to do it. Oh.
Okay, see, that I've done before. I had to do it for my
Yeah, you gotta get
non-lethals.
certified.
Yeah, but this, nay. The Taser Challenge is perhaps one of the most dangerous internet challenges. In the challenge, you are to put a butterfly knife in your mouth and touch it to a firing taser.
I just see electrocuting yourself through all
No,
of that.
I see the
I
blade
see it.
shooting
Yeah,
off.
I'm all like, you want to see how I got these? You want to know how I got these
Right?
scars?
For real.
Fucking butterfly knife, and then you're touching a taser with it. You're gonna fucking cut yourself wide open.
Because I've seen them like when they do the ones for like the army or even for like the cops and stuff. When they shoot them with the thing, there's like 2 dudes standing behind them. There's padding to fall on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down to do that.
See, and that's cool. That's doable.
And I know getting tased hurts like hell.
It does. So this one is the eyeballing challenge.
You go into a biker bar and you eyeball the biggest guy.
And get stabbed. Okay, cool. No. The eyeballing challenge involves you getting drunk by pouring alcohol into your eyes.
I don't see how that's possible, but okay.
I could see how you would get drunk on that, but you'd go blind doing it. That'd be one hell of a hangover.
I'm like, how long do you have to pour alcohol into your eye?
Well, with as porous as your eyes are, it wouldn't take very long.
And how close
and-
they
But
are
what
to
are
the
we
brain.
pouring into
Exactly.
it too?
Huh?
Oh,
What do you
when
pour?
this
What
challenge
kind
came
of
out,
alcohol?
when this challenge came out, people were using vodka and tequila.
I'm like, how can you keep your eye open through that?
Like,
I
it's
can't
such-
keep my eye open
such-
taking a shot of it.
Something tells me that there's somebody there like holding somebody else's eyeballs open.
Like put a shot
But-
glass against it and
But
tilt
the
them back.
pain.
Like I could imagine that first drop of tequila or
Oh.
something drop hitting your eye, like the burning sensation.
Right, yeah.
That would. He was awake, so that's why I picked him up. But, because he was laughing at everything that y'all were talking about. So.
Are you awake?
Like and subscribe.
The Kylie Jenner lip challenge. I
We need
remember that one. The
They like
choke-
suck on like a Coke bottle or some bullshit, no?
Yeah, the choking challenge,
Okay.
The erotic asphyxiation thing that was going
the
around.
eraser challenge,
No.
in my feelings
That's
challenge.
how, what's his name went out? David Cadden.
Oh, that's the dancing one.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
okay. That's the
dancing one.
dancing one. Fucking dumbasses. Ugh.
Oh man, so today I went to China Express for lunch, right?
Mhm.
Or Panda Express. And like I went to drive through because I was just going to drive through either way. And then they tell me that I had to wait 8 minutes or something just pull around. So I was like, alright. And so I see some guy, like a security guard from the mall across the street. He pulls into the parking lot, he gets out of his truck, and there's a sign on the door that says, lobby closed, drive through only. And he goes, he walks, looking down, pulls on him, pushes it, pulls the other door, pushes it. He looks around the sign, right? The sign's right here. And he's like, seeing if he can see anybody inside, and he's just trying to open and close the doors, open and close the doors. I was like, really, dude? He was there probably like a good 3 minutes before somebody was like, it's drive-through only, man. Like, they had to come out and tell him.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh, and I'm like, there's a sign,
Right,
man.
right here.
And it was in English and in Spanish, so I don't know what the hell he was speaking.
So the blue whale
Chickens.
challenge.
The what?
The what?
The blue whale challenge.
Is it the kids eating the candies?
Though some challenges are physically dangerous, this one truly frightens parents. Over the course of 50 days, an anonymous administrator assigns self-harm tasks like cutting until the 50th day, when the participant is supposed to commit suicide. It is rumored to have begun in Russia, where there were reports of suicides were tied to the trend.
Aren't the Russians lead in suicides already too, don't they?
That's stupid. Did y'all hear about the dry ice challenge? Kids would go to animal stores that like pet shops because they sell dry ice there for certain animals.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go and they'll buy 15 to 25 to 10 pound bags of dry ice. If they have a pool, they'll put it in their swimming pool and then they'll jump off the roof or something into the pool of dry ice.
I don't know. The one I heard about is they buy
I was like, throwing it into the pool sounds fun as fuck though.
it creates a smoke.
Okay, to be fair,
Because it would pop and shit.
yeah,
Like,
and then the fog and everything.
yeah, but don't jump into it.
Yeah. Well, no, even jumping into it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's when you touch the dry ice.
Right.
Yeah, and that was what was going around. Is people would buy 4 or 5 bags and they put it under their sheets on their bed and they try to sleep on it as long as they could.
What the fuck?
God damn it.
Like I said, let's just take warning labels off. We'd have a lot more barking.
I think Ash had a point to me.
Oh no, I was pointing at him.
I remember this one, the mannequin challenge. There was some cool shit that came out of that one.
Or you just stand and move and stuff.
Yeah, where you
Or
go to take a
everybody,
picture
right?
and everybody has to stand still.
Yeah.
There was some really cool shit that came out of
was
that one.
cool. That was like the flash
Wait,
mobs.
were you pointing
it
at
would
me
get
because
annoying
I've
if
done
you
it?
were in
Yeah.
line, but
Mm-hmm.
if you were just
No.
walking there, you're like, oh, there's a bunch of
Yeah.
The way
Cool
I
people
did that,
dancing.
and the only reason I slept on dry ice was when Mom's AC broke in San Antonio in the middle of summer, and I put it under my mattress. I put the dry ice underneath
see,
my
that
mattress
wouldn't
and
make
then laid
sense.
on top
Not
of it.
under the sheets. or
Okay.
something.
Well, yes, much smarter. Still dangerous.
Well,
'Cause of the
yeah,
carbon
but
and
I was
the-
also tired of being up for 4 days straight, 100 degrees in the house.
Still.
And and we tried the whole dry ice in a bucket with my fan, and that did
Not
work.
good.
Yeah.
Because of the carbon
That's how we-
monoxide that it
that's how
puts
we
out,
have to
it
do,
removes
like,
the oxygen.
If we ever lose like the walking, we'll do that, but nobody's allowed in there
Yeah.
That's what we did at
because
Domino's.
it's like a small little box. You can't breathe in that bitch.
See, okay, these two, I don't see as a bad thing. The hot pepper challenge. While yes, people can get hurt.
But you know what you're getting yourself
No.
into.
Yeah,
There was one that
within reason.
there was one that Gordon Ramsay did with
The one on YouTube.
yeah.
The
Oh,
one that
man.
I watched, that dude's awesome.
Like he does the 10, like the lowest to most spiciest
Dude, you
hot
should
pepper.
see Margot Robbie do that one.
Oh,
Harley
you should
Quinn?
watch Scarlett Johansson do that one. She
Mhm.
made
She
one too.
did better
Dude,
though, but Marlo Robbie, yeah, that's her name. Fucking Harley Quinn, like when
Mhm.
Suicide Squad, she was on like the second one, and she was like, ooh. I'm all like, that's one step above Louisiana. It's like Tabasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Louisiana, Tabasco, and then I don't know what the hottest one is.
It's the Final Dab.
But
We're talking about where they eat the wings. With the
Yeah.
sauce
Our
on
first
it.
sweet feast, yeah.
but
I still
Speaking-
gotta say the hottest sauce I've ever had though is the extreme sauce from Freebirds. Because that's
Yeah.
made with every pepper, including ghost
Yeah.
pepper, in one thing.
Speaking though of beautiful women, what is the name of the girl that played Pepper Potts?
Yeah.
She has a candle of
Brad
her
Pitt
vagina,
says
right?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes, Gwyneth Paltrow. Today she turns 48.
Mm-hmm.
Did she release a new scented vagina candle?
No,
Yeah, this is
she
48.
she
Not so fresh.
she actually took a nude photo and put it on Twitter.
I'm okay with that. I think women
And
should be
you
able
know-
to
you know
express
what would
themselves.
be-
And I've got to say, for being 48, god damn.
You say that, but everyone gave Chris Evans shit when he posted a dick
I
pic
didn't
on
give him
it.
shit. Good
And
for
then
him.
I love how he
You can
played
tell the
it.
man works out. Shit.
I love how he played it when he put the dick pic up there, though. Like a few hours later, after Twitter had deleted it, he goes, "Now that I've got your attention, go vote."
Yeah.
That's literally what he put on the caption.
like, I wonder if people would make it a big deal.
Like I would have written "fuck Trump" on it, but what would I put it on the other half of it?
Yeah, right?
Like, I wonder
Yeah.
if they would make it a big deal if Scarlett Johansson did something like that. Like Chris Evans and Pepper Potts. Like, I wonder if they
Well,
would...
okay. Pepper Potts did it because she's like a hardcore feminist. Like she doesn't body shame or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she has her own adult store, and she raises her kids that way. Like, don't be ashamed of your body. You know, it's natural. It is what it is.
And she's one of those believers that you shouldn't have to wear clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And in all honesty, I kind of respect people like that.
Until there's a bunch of old people around your daughters.
I had a friend in school. Her family was like that. Like, I went to go hang out with her one day. I walked into her house, and her mom was just naked, and it didn't scare me, but I was like,
hey, Miss Hale. Okay.
like I wasn't
I don't know where to look.
like, yeah, I was like, oh, hi, Miss. Oh my God. She goes, it's okay. We're nudists. I was like, huh? But she's like, yeah, so and so has to wear clothes to go to school, but like when everyone's home, they just free ball everything, and I was like, that's not.
I mean, to be fair, I just walk around in my boxers.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
If
it's
I
not like your
if I
friend-
lived
it's not
by
like your
myself-
daughter's friends coming over.
Yeah,
though.
like if I lived by myself, I'm not gonna lie.
Sure,
I'd
yeah.
probably freeball it all over the place. But
To be fair, I did when I had my house in
yeah,
San Antonio.
Yeah.
I get
Nothing wrong
home
with
and
that.
I'd open
I'm
unlock the
naked
front
most of
door.
the time in the shower.
most of the time I like that.
Whenever I get home from work, I'd open the front door, and as soon as I closed it, I'd strip, and all my clothes would just sit at the front door, and I'd go and
See,
sit on the couch.
I see nothing wrong with that, especially in Texas heat.
There was. Oh, I did see a new law that Texas, New Jersey, Indiana, and 2 more states, it's legal for women to walk around topless.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know that.
California and Texas are 2 of the states that allow that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not like, yeah, but no, like
But
Yeah.
women
Speeding
don't
inside
do
a
it.
grocery store.
They
Yeah.
don't because of all the touchy-feely guys.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean, not too much of that.
What would you do if more women start walking around without shirts and you see a guy just walk up and grab her tits? As he's
I'd slap the guy. Like,
have more respect for yourself. Bam.
Well, no, because I mean, we can walk around without a shirt. Why can't women?
And that's what, like, that's what what's her name? I forgot. The other lady that Sebastian was talking about, she's in the presidency and all that
Mhm.
shit. That's what she was trying to make a point of. Like, I was watching one of her videos one day, and she was like, everyone's supposed to be created equal, right? If men can do this, why can't women do that?
Yeah.
Like, people shouldn't judge because women have this and that. And, like, I don't understand. I was like,
There's a whole lot of like,
Okay.
double
Yeah.
standards.
There's
Double
a lot
standard.
of double standards, but it goes both ways though. It's not just
Yeah.
There's some things that women can do that men can't. Like you could walk up and full on face punch a man without really any consequence, but if he swings back, there's a shit ton of consequences.
okay, but I'm not the dumb bitch to walk up to a dude and fucking punch you straight in your face.
Yeah.
And not expect to get your
I
ass
don't
kicked
understand
right after.
I'm like, how is that? It's one of those areas that's gonna get muddled real soon.
Yeah.
Like just because of all the LGBTQ
Yeah.
plus all that stuff. Like at some point there's gonna be a fight between the whatever and like whatever, and it's just not somebody's gonna argue about like, oh well that's not right because of this. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing with like if it's in between just men and women, like it's already like drawn out. That's wrong. But even then, like if she walked up and punched me
Yeah.
in the face,
Well,
And
and
that-
that's one of the things. Like one of the riots that happened in Dallas. This girl was rioting, and this guy was standing in front of his shop, just making sure nobody did anything stupid. And she walked up and smacked him in the side of the head with a bat. So he pulled out his gun, smacked her in the face with it, and proceeded to sit there and beat her with the hilt of his gun.
okay, so maybe continuing to be
Okay,
was
to be fair,
excessive.
a gun doesn't have a hilt.
Or the fucking grip. Sorry.
Even if you hit somebody with a gun, though, it's assault with a deadly weapon.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
she
so
hit him
is a
with the
baseball
bat.
bat.
So it's a baseball.
And so it went to court, and the lady was suing him for damages and everything, and the judge just like, no, you pay him. Like, you fractured his skull. You had to have plastic surgery on your face because he beat you so bad, but you assaulted him first, so self-defense.
Yep. Honestly,
You're lucky
it's
he didn't shoot you.
honestly the battle of the sexes, in my opinion, like you can argue anything. Men can do this, women can do this, but for most subject matters, it's gonna boil down to semantics.
yeah.
It is.
It's gonna go down to the very little fine
Yeah.
detail.
And eventually, it's always gonna end with let's agree to disagree. I mean,
Yeah,
it
but it
sucks.
sucks for whatever person's
Well,
stuck in the middle of that
Yeah.
situation. Like, agree to disagree, this is my life here.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like when Ash and I started dating, I have a 2-hit rule.
Yes.
You hit me twice, I finally swing back on the third one. I give every person I
So,
date
like,
that
I'm
rule.
waiting for number 2. Okay, while he's asleep.
Well, and I'm not afraid to say it. My ex-wife was very fucking abusive, and she went through military training. She kicked my ass all the time. I finally took martial arts classes.
You liked it, bitch.
No, I didn't like my face getting planted into a drywall. I didn't like getting
Learn how to
picked
do
up.
makeup.
God.
I didn't like having to tell her first sergeant that I fell down the stairs and hit the wall. That's why there's a hole in it. Not.
I know that face.
Yeah.
I know that face.
No, it's like, man, I don't remember which show it is. But, like, they keep having to go to the hospital because the mom's just, like, real accident prone.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's the dad's beating her. And it's like, no, it was my own fault. I left the mop out. Because she left the mop out and she opened the door too quick and smacked her in the face. So she's there at the hospital and she's like, no, it was my own fault. I left the mop out. And everybody's like, whoa, you don't have to take that,
Right.
Yeah, but that was the thing. Like, she'd come home and she'd be drunk because she would go out to the bar or something, and then she'd start a fight, and I'd try walking away, and one time she grabbed me by the back of the head and smacked me into the wall.
Yeah, see, I'm not that fucking stupid.
And
Anyways, moving on to funnier things.
finally, like, after, like, there was one fight that we had where she sat there and she fucking kicked me in the balls. Ball. And then fucking she smacked me into the wall, and then she tripped me and put me on the ground. She started hitting me. I finally got tired of it, and I picked her up and I slammed her through the wall. And we had to call the housing company to come out and fix it because it went through I put her through a stud, and she had to go to the hospital and have a back brace because it had cracked her spine.
Damn.
And she told her first sergeant I tripped over the baby gate because we had a baby gate in front of the stairs.
Well, you're running fucking full speed. All right, so
But that was the thing. Like, we never reported it. Like, I got my ass kicked, but I finally started standing up for myself, and she wouldn't report it. Once she started swinging, I'd start swinging back.
Yeah. So, what is the last thing you guys remember Kanye West doing?
The gay fish.
What?
Do you like fish sticks?
Oh.
From South Park. He actually was the one that voiced most of that.
No. Like Kanye's shenanigans.
Just the running. Like,
Running for president?
Yeah, trying to run, and then like before that, just coming out with the MAGA hat.
The what?
Like when he was wearing the MAGA hat, like when he was wearing
The
the
Make
red hat.
America Great.
Oh.
MAGA hat.
And the fact that he's become
Honestly,
one
I
of
like that
Trump's
because-
advisors to the black community.
Sounds like Henson.
Not anymore,
He
actually.
has to voice an opinion.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Kanye West.
Oh,
I know his music
so-
I will
sucks.
protect my Second Amendment right.
No,
but
to be
I don't
fair,
like the president right now.
Old Kanye West had amazing music.
See, I've
Well, I was
seen him
gonna say-
live in concert.
Wasn't he the one that started with Gold Digger?
No,
Yeah.
that was Jamie Foxx.
No, it was Kanye featuring Jamie Foxx.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was on the Jesus Walks, like when that album came out. That
Like
was
I
on the same
remember him releasing the Through the Wire
album.
album.
Yeah, that's all the same albums too.
Yeah. Like I remember him releasing that and then Gold Digger and then
I'll be damned.
Yes, that was a concert I went to.
Interesting.
And then, like Odie said, he made a song about hoes and fucking them and bitch slapping them, and then right
Yeah.
after he
Married one.
well,
Yeah.
right after he made a song about praising God and Jesus and being religious.
Yeah.
But Jesus Walks, I don't think it was really a religious song.
Anywho, so Kanye is apparently having a tiff with a record label right now.
That word too.
So he, on social media, pissed on his Grammy.
Okay, I know that I've heard that he's having a mental breakdown with like not taking
Yeah.
his medications and everything. But to go and do that, like I understand, like
Like the camera angle is his Grammy in the toilet and him urinating on it.
I mean, that's not a huge thing. When Eminem got banned from the Grammys, he shit on his
What did he get banned from the Grammys?
for saying something. He said something wrong, so he got banned one year where he wasn't allowed to go. So he put his in the toilet and took a shit on it. And then he
All I
mailed it
remember
back
him
to
coming
him
out
with the
with
shit on
Elton
it.
John.
Okay, but to be fair, it's Eminem. We kind of expect it.
Yeah, you know what?
I think I'd expect a better joke from him.
Where he shit on his Grammy, he rolled it around in the shit and then put it in a box and mailed it back to the Grammy Awards.
I don't know, like
How much better can you do than that? So, imagine the poor dude working there that has to open that box and reaches in and grabs a shit-covered Grammy Award.
I hope the box smelled and he was cautious.
Right?
Like I
I thought that was
remember
funny.
him doing that, but I would have felt so bad for all the people in his "You Make Me Sick" video
Oh, yes.
because like throughout that whole fucking video, Eminem's just puking over
Mhm.
everybody, and I was like,
Yeah.
Well,
So apparently, there's also a new hashtag.
isn't Kanye the one who went
It's
up on
hashtag
stage and
just
took the
gaming,
mic
right?
from Taylor
Yes.
Swift and told
Yes.
her to go fuck herself?
Yes.
See, that was gold. And that was the day everyone was like, fuck Taylor Swift.
No, that was the day everybody knew that Kanye had
Everyone's
lost
like,
his
"Fuck
fucking
Kanye,"
mind.
Yeah.
Because that year, that was definitely okay.
It was the beginning of him flying further off.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, but that was the year that, like, Taylor Swift, like, she had worked her ass off
I
for
think
that.
it was her debut album or something.
Something like that. And,
You know,
and
back when she was good.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
all her music,
but that was to hear that it was pretty much her and Beyonce,
yeah.
and
what it
Beyonce
was.
was like, she's good, like she worked for it. This is her moment.
So I made my millions.
You can buy horse poop and,
And mail it to a friend.
All right, I'm gonna send some to
Another
David.
thing that you
You know,
can
some
do.
smart ass horse.
There's a
some smart ass rancher out there's like,
Right?
you okay. So this is gonna sound like
Well-
really redneck.
no, hold on.
Okay, now I have to.
Yes, I know.
Please
I was like,
continue.
no, wait.
Like there's this family that lives in like Georgia or Alabama or something.
Of course.
And like this dude, what he does is people will go like contact him, and what he does for a living after he retired working, he farts in jars, and people actually like ask him, and then he'll mail the jars to the people that basically the friends that they hate. And like I've seen videos of this dude, and he is one redneck dude. Like
Did you?
it's
I think they prefer the term redneck American.
like no, like this dude, he in all of his videos he's wearing usually nothing but his
Cool.
overalls
Is it cool?
and a straw hat with a
Yeah,
fucking
like my hands go on face.
The reed.
I can't think of it. Like a cattail. Like a
It
piece of a-
yeah, it's a reed.
yeah,
you
that
done?
sticking out of his mouth. And I was like, oh my god, he's a hoodoo.
Are you
So
done?
I'm like, you know, he has an OnlyFans for that.
oh, I'm sure.
People subscribe to watch him, you know, fart into a
Yeah.
fucking
We'll aim it at mom though.
So you want to know what the new big hashtag is?
discount gaming.
I
It
fucking
needs to
wish.
be.
Well, if y'all would
Ha-
start hashtag anyway.
yeah. Hashtags
Hey,
all
technically,
building
this
matters.
is our Tuesday meeting.
All buildings matter.
You know.
I mean, I can
Oh, I thought
understand that
they
for
had started
the.
that already. No,
I,
that's been
I
around.
think they started that when the whole rioting for Black Lives Matter.
It was when all
started.
those white people were standing there looking at the cops with their AKs on their back, and they were like, "Look at the amazing restraint from these police officers as all these people with guns are rushing at them,
Mhm.
talking shit in their face."
Mhm.
And it was just like, what? And it was like, oh, they were there to protect the Senate building, and it's like that's what
Yeah.
the cops were outside doing.
All you hear over us talking is him just going.
But
Are you
it's
finally done?
I'll let you know when I'm done.
I know, like, I would go change his diaper right now because I know it's full of shit, but the second you put a new one on, he'll just go, and you'll just see the diaper go.
They love new diapers.
It was so
The
funny.
fact is our diaper genie's almost full and he's only been home for 3 days. Because this dude just shits and shits and shits.
It's been more than 3 days.
No, we got home Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's been 3.5 days.
Huh.
Going on 4.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's been a lot longer.
Yeah, I can barely keep up. Like,
That's
what day it is.
I'm like, I'm barely here. I think this is the second time I've seen you guys this week.
Yeah. Okay. Twitter
It's only the
users.
second time I've seen you. I've seen you a couple times. You actually go into my room.
Yeah.
I'll come say hi.
Yeah.
Twitter users
If you're home.
are
like-
going to war.
Over.
Superbad versus Mean Girls.
So
Superbad.
fuck, man. But okay, what are we talking about? Quality of movie? Because super bad, but memorable lines. I'd have to take Mean Girls.
Mean Girls have the
Yeah.
most memorable lines.
Mean Girls, I could recite
Yeah.
all day. Super bad, like people don't forget. Oh, well, fuck me, right? Right.
Like super bad, like the quotes for super bad is like quotes that you would use in everyday society
Right,
today. But the
Mean
memorable
Girls
lines
is
for Mean Girls, it's just
Doesn't it go here?
like I can
John's
imagine
sitting here
the
going,
over-
I didn't know everyone in this room had seen Mean
Oh
Girls.
no, dude. Mean Girls
I've
is one
never
of my
seen it.
legit favorite
on
movies.
Wednesdays we wear pink.
Oh my god, you have to come back. You have to do it. You have to do it. That's the very next.
But the best thing about it is that like if you say something like a part of Mean Girls, most of the people like would remember it instantly that I know, and then they'll be over dramatic about like a line or a scene or something that they talk about like the whole Mean Girls. Like it's just
rather see you out there shaking that thing. Oh, and his rap. The G is silent. It's like creeping the back door.
Alright, I'm gonna put him in a swing for a little bit, let him finish crapping. Put him in a swing.
What are we at right now?
We are at
Let him finish
an
cooking.
hour 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. Anybody want to dip in the kitchen?
No, I'm good, sir.
I
After
am-
this, I'm gonna heat up my dinner and eat.
I mean, we can call it there if you guys want.
Well, I don't think. Does anybody have anything to go over?
Not really,
Right?
there-
It's been a slow week.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on in gaming. I mean, other than the release of the Super Mario 3D collection.
Well,
Yeah.
so what are we trying to do on for the whole D&D thing then? Do we know?
Okay.
Do we have a plan?
So, I've almost finished rewriting how we're gonna do this. I am gonna just use Brandon's character as an NPC when he's not here. So he's kind of gonna be in your party. He's gonna be the guy in your party that doesn't say much.
Basically, he's only gonna he'll be there, but he'll only be there when we need him to be there. What?
Holy shit, that's a big ass Pikachu.
They really saw it?
Yeah, it's literally been there this entire time. I'm a bit of a Pikachu fanatic.
Just
I
don't
have-
get too close to Wobbuffet. He likes to use counter.
Yeah, I have that one. I have one up on the shelf.
I was like,
I have
Why the bounty hunter from Star Wars?
5 Pikachus over here. My plugs are Pikachus. My Pokeball, my Switch.
I don't know. I wish that they would design like a dark Pikachu, like the characters I put in the group chat.
Oh, the
Like-
Halloween ones, that'd be
Well,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
You do know there is a Shadow Pikachu, right? In Pogo.
He's like, I did not know this.
Interesting.
It only happens right around Halloween, actually. But Team Rocket will get.
I thought
Alright.
it was only the week of Halloween.
Yeah. You get a Team Rocket member that says this is electrifying or something like that.
Mhm.
And you know he's about to use electric Pokemon. If you've purified enough Pokemon, so you know how you always usually get the first Pokemon they send out.
Mhm.
After you hit level 2 of purifying, you get the second Pokemon. After you hit level 3 of purifying, you get the third one. The third Pokemon will be the Shadow Pikachu. So you have to basically get gold purification badge.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to battle.
Pogo is getting rid of a lot of stuff coming up next week. A lot of the COVID stuff they put in to effect. Remote raid passes are sticking. They're actually getting rid of premium raid passes and are going to replace them with strictly remote raid passes.
Nice.
Great. Maybe we'll get more of those out of Pokestops.
Um,
That would be nice, though, if you could get remote raid passes from
they're going to
Pokestops.
get rid of the half distance for the eggs now. So it's going to go back to it actually being the full 5 kilometer, or 10 kilometer, or 7 kilometer for the egg.
Yeah.
They are, with the remote raid battle, they are going to get rid of the you do half damage using a remote raid pass instead of your full Pokemon's damage. They have a whole list of stuff that they put up for it.
So, what are we planning on recording them for? D&D.
Well, you're off Thursday, right? Supposedly.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you have the kids, and he has the
Friday.
kids this weekend. So,
So should we aim for like Sunday night or Saturday night maybe?
that's what I was thinking. I've gotten I mean, you're off all weekend, right?
No, I work the weekend. But I don't mind being tired for work. It's just like the time to actually do it, it would have to be after my work hours.
I mean, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, we'll start on this Saturday. I'll get into a message with Brandon and see how he feels about coming out this weekend. But either way, we're recording this weekend. We've waited too long. We
Yeah.
have 2 episodes ready to go up. They need to go up soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cool. Well, guys, it looks like we're going to call it there. So, as always, I'm Iron Business 01.
I'll call it.
Cat Bash.
Mr. Blue, no damn you.
Guys, take care of each other, help each other, love one another.
Be good, humans.
There we go. We will see y'all Thursday.
Thursday.